style. And the quarterback, now this is what, here's your 4 wideouts all in there, and the quarterback rolling to his right. This will hurt his hip flexor. When you got a hip flexor, it's hard to run and scramble like this.
And then throw on the run, too. Garner's in the backfield. And he gets his first handoff today, averaging more yards per carry than any running back in the NFL. And he's down to the 39 after he was whacked by Stanley Richard, number 24, as we see Logan trying to limber up that sore ankle.
And Charlie Garner's a guy, he would like the ball every play, but Ricky Waters would like the ball every play. So they tried to look at that nice cut. Guy out of Tennessee, but he's from Falls Church, Virginia. Right close. He says he cut out the free tickets for this game. He only went to 4.
Only 4.
Only 4. Last year, said he had to buy too many tickets.
That's still over $100. Second down and 3 from the 38. They got to get to the 35. Rodney Peete. He'll swing a pass out to Gardner, who is chased and brought down eventually by Marvcus Patton.
And good hustle by the Redskins defense. You watched them last week, and they didn't have that at the end of last week's game against Seattle. They sort of wilted. Right now, they've got good hustle. If the offense can run the ball like they are with Terry Allen, it'll keep this defense fresher, and I think we're in for a real good ball game.
This tandem of Waters and Garner, we talked to them both yesterday, and we talked about them in our pregame show, Jerry. It's as good a tandem as you're going to find in the NFL.
And I'll say one thing. They do enjoy life. They got the spirit, and they like playing football.
Third down and 1 from the 36-yard line. And Ricky Waters. That extra dig got him the first down as he breaks the 35. He had a run like that last week, too, when he caught a 21-yard pass. When he had to get 20 yards, he got that extra yard and got the first down. And if the placement is right, indeed it is, here's a first down for the Eagles.
Kevin called it. It's the second effort. He doesn't have it on the first one. Guy McIntyre again leading up through the hole, but the second effort, which is what makes Ricky Waters, he will not surrender. And then, of course, Gardner's got the great speed to go outside. Thunder and lightning, they want to be called.
And they're best friends.
Best of friends, and they kid each other. How many guys from their college is in the National Football League? Tennessee compared to Notre Dame.
First down and 10 for Rodney Peete, and that was deflected at the line of scrimmage and batted down by William Gaines. Really taking the place of Tim Johnson on that defensive line. A batted down pass. It'll be second down and 10 for Peete.
Watch William come in, get the right hand right there. He's playing the tackle, and they were doing a stunt where the end went inside, and he was the right tackle, and he was looping to the outside and got his right hand on the football.
Scoreless game, 2:14 remaining in the first quarter. Second down and 10 yards to go. 3 wide receivers. Barnett, who's got a couple long passes today, is in motion, and the sweep again. Ricky Waters breaks the tackle. Waters with the high step and the stiff arm to the 10-yard line. Run out of bounds by Stanley Richard. Gain of 25.
You watch the Eagles, you got to watch these backs, but they both love one guy. Guy McIntyre, 62. Watch him pull, come around. They're pulling both Swain from the other side, and that breaks the good back. Oh, good stiff arm. Stepped right through that tackle, pulled right out of James Washington.
This drive began back at the 33 of Philadelphia. Now it is first and goal at the 9. 7th play of the drive in a scoreless first quarter. Ricky Waters, and he's got room, and he's got the Eagle touchdown. That is the 5th touchdown for Ricky Waters in a little over 2 games.
And that was a lead draw to hit right up over the right guard. And this is why he's a good back. He started up in there and said, they won. The defense has me. And with his eyes, bounced right to the outside and walked it in for a touchdown.
Waters is making a difference on this Eagles team as he comes from San Francisco.
Last week we said that is the difference. The defense played good a year ago.
Gary Anderson will put it through, and a couple flags thrown on the extra point with 1:42 remaining in the first quarter of play. Red Cashin is our referee today. And it's against the Eagles, so they'll back it up and kick it again. Rodney Peete knew this was a touchdown right when the
All right, this is supposed to hit, Kevin, right in here and go right off that right guard. Now watch the vision of the back.
57 on the
Follow 22. That's the lead. Don't like it. I'm going out here. And Tom Carter he was going to chase the inside lead, so he got outflanked instantly.
Now it's not a chip shot, but rather almost like a field goal of under 30 yards. But nonetheless, an extra point after the Waters 9-yard touchdown run, and the ball put down. And he doesn't get it. Hit the upright. It's 6-0 Philadelphia. And Anderson, who had been outstanding, 25 of 25 this year in PATs, this is his first of the season.
Well, you called it, Kevin. You said this is like a field goal. This is no longer an extra point. So when it goes down as a missed extra point, he's backed up there. Watch him hit the upright.
Oh. It was like a 29-yard field goal.
Absolutely. What camera work? Fox, the best cameraman in football. That's Elpo the dog shooting that one.
So on that drive, Ray Rhodes got a pass connection of 22 yards to Barnett, a 25-yard run by Ricky Waters. Then Waters capped it off with a 9-yard touchdown run, and it is 6-0 Philadelphia with 1:42 remaining in the first quarter here from RFK in Washington. Waters is touching the ball about 20 times a game, and that's exactly what he was promised by head coach Ray Rhodes.
22 going first. Watch 22 after the linebacker. There's Saxton, and then 32 says, I don't like it. And look at the quarterback. Rodney knew when he bounced outside. Rodney Pete knew that they had sucked in Tom Carter, the corner, came in. Watch if you can see the black. The first back comes in, and look at him bounce outside. And that's because Tom Carter was trying to help on the inside lead. He wanted to get in there, help his team, and make a tackle. Because he got in there too quick, he lost containment for the bounce out.
Anderson's kickoff picked up by Brian Mitchell inside his 20-yard line. This will get great field position as he's gang tackled out near the 36-yard line. And once again, Schuler will be given a nice place to begin his offensive drive. 6-0 Philadelphia late first quarter. Well, they found their way behind enemy lines, and now they have to find their way home or die trying. From the producers of the X-Files, don't miss a brand new episode of Space Above and Beyond tonight at 7, 6 Central, right here on the Fox Television Network. That's what Ricky Waters found, some space above and beyond as he rumbles in for 9 yards. Third possession today by the Redskins from the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Schuler underneath to Logan. A flag is down. A great block ahead by Truitt. The yards are good for a first down in the pickup of 17, but we'll see what the flag is all about, which is thrown back at the 22.
What a run for a guy that just had a sprained ankle. Oh, Red. With Red's hair changing, you know, we maybe ought to switch Red Cash's name to White Cashin. I noticed his red hair is getting... See this right here? Yeah. That used to be all red. We're going to have to call him White Cashin. But Red's calls haven't changed any. His hair may have changed, but his calls haven't.
Holding number 52 on the offense. 10 yards, still first down.
Well, earlier this week, a change was made at quarterback by Coach Norv Turner. He pulled out the fan favorite Gus Farad and in place put Schuler, who, as you see a comparison, records of starters basically the same. Schuler really hasn't even played 4 full quarters this year because of injuries and on the bench because of an effective play by Farad. 1st and 20 on the run. Outside by Terry Allen, takes him to the 39 with a nice pickup on the play of 14.
And what a game plan that you're watching there for the Redskins. The Redskins do not want to get the young quarterback in trouble. So they're putting a burden on the offensive line and Terry Allen, and they're answering the bell.
And I don't think the quarterback is thrown deep all day long. It's been a lot of underneath stuff.
And that little short rollout they opened up the game with got a little comfort.
14-yard run by Allen sets up 2nd down and 6 on the 40. Allen again, the former Minnesota Viking, working on 2 completely reconstructed knees to the 44 before he's met by Michael Zordich.
All right, Ray Brown, the left guard for the Redskins. He's the man. He's the guy that leads you to the play. Watch him pull on the outside power. He's got the kick out. Good squirm up to Terry Allen.
Allen will come out. They'll put Brian Mitchell in the game on this 3rd and 2 from the 44. Schuler rolling once again, and the pass right on the money to it. He's got the first down, the 48-yard line. And that will be a completion against the 5'7" cornerback, Mark McMillan of Philadelphia.
And here's a guy that was selling Chevrolets 5 weeks ago. Now he's trying to sell the quarterback that he's the guy on a third down completion. And he's throwing this out against the corner, McMillan, who will guess and jump that route quicker than any corner in the National Football League. You got to be careful with that corner.
Westbrook is out today. They tried to work on an ankle that was twisted last week in his first game back in 7 games. And he twisted it. He's out today. They tried to run him and it just wasn't working. Eagles on top, 6-0 at the end of 1. We begin the second quarter at RFK Stadium in Washington with Jerry Glanville and Pam Oliver. This is Kevin Harlan. The Eagles missed an extra point, but they're on top 6-0 over the Redskins.
We have a graphic. We're taking care of this whole game. You in your living room, watch this graphic. If Terry Allen has more rushing attempts than Lightning and Thunder, the Redskins will win. Right now they're on target. They got 8 rushes to Lightning and Thunder 6.
What's the magic number again?
They just got to have more. Terry Allen has to have more when the game's over.
All right, first down and 10, first play in the second quarter. Schuler, good time, and he throws a bullet, but it's almost picked off by Mark McMillan. Last week, Schuler came in place of Gus Frerotte. His first 4 passes, 2 were thrown for interceptions.
Well, he could have said today this was a pick. This is why they have to be careful. You're going to play this quarterback against this defense, run the football. Be very careful when you do throw it. He throws the curl, a little turn in, and you got it. The guy that guesses, Mark McMillan, will guess and jump every route quicker than any corner in football.
There's Gus Frerotte. Boy, they were booing Schuler last week here, weren't they?
They booed him before he ever took a snap when he walked out on the field.
Second down and 10, and Terry Allen is down to the 48-yard line where he picks up about 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and long. 6-0 here. Philadelphia on top. Right now for McDonald's game break, let's go back to Hollywood, and here's James Brown. James?
All right, Kevin, in the battle for first place in the NFC Central, it's Brett Favre who's been pressured heavily thus far, but he gets time here and locates Mark Ingram for the score. Brett Favre's league-leading 26 touchdown toss, and it's 7-0 Packers over Tampa Bay. Back to Washington, Kevin and Jerry.
Packers are hot, playing well. Here's a 3rd down and 8. Got to get inside the 42 of Philadelphia. Schuler, nice backpedaling catch made. Henry Ellert flagged down. Yards are good for a first down. The 31-yard line of Philadelphia on the pickup at 19. And we'll see what that flag is about.
Good job by the rookie quarterback. The Eagles were coming with a blitz from the safety. Michael Zordich, the safety, looks like I don't think the head coach agrees with Red. Of course, I don't know anybody that does.
Did you?
Never.
Cincinnati and Jacksonville playing today.
Pass interference. Number 16 on the offense. 10 yards, still 3rd down.
16 is Jeff Query, who was picked up because the numbers have been so depleted by injury for the Redskins and Coach Norv Turner.
There's the grab and push by the... Oh, man. You got to be kidding me. Well, I tell you what. I don't think an Eagle fan even wants to see that kind of a penalty call.
Norv Turner always puts that envelope up to his mouth so that the other sideline can't read lips.
I would recommend he take the envelope down when he talks to Red Cashy.
3rd down and 18 yards to go. Mitchell's in the backfield. Schuler hits, but he stays up and he throws the pass, and no flag thrown there as the land of Detroit. Now they throw 2 late flags back at the 37-yard line, back near the line of scrimmage. Redskins again. The Eagles will decline, and the Redskins will have to punt the ball for a 2nd time in 3 possessions.
Holding. Number 68 on the offense. That penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
68, Joe Patton.
And Joe Patton is playing against Daniel Stubbs, which is a mismatch. You got a rookie on a veteran pass rusher. Here's the rookie. Put a hand up on his face is what he called it. Nowadays, the holding can also be a hand to the face. That's what it looked like.
Redskins have the #1 coverage team in the NFL. The Eagles are dead last in special teams. Rob Carpenter brought down. That's some of the coverage we were talking about inside the 5. Darrell